digging a few weeks ago. So this is like the manual well and not the borehole. So on the farm we have a borehole and then we have a manual well. So this is just the manual well, and we have people or experts who get into the well and dig manually. It's the rock. They dig the rock. They have like the tools, the equipment for them to do that. So what I did is sometimes during the dry season, that will be in July to October, we will have like a, a long stretch of dryness. And the borehole, because I did not have money when I was doing the borehole, and that was in 2017, I sometimes don't have enough water to irrigate the farm. So when I heard of these experts, I decided that now maybe this is the time to venture into this and see how much I can get. So before we started the well, we took the measurements of the well, we took the diameter, and then we took the depth. So it was we had a diameter of 4 feet, and then we had a depth of 28 when we started off. And these guys promised that they are going to make a pot inside the well, like how the pot is. So it's slim at the top and then widens at the bottom. So they were making that pot. So they went in and did a fantastic job, and after a few days we were at 29 feet, and then 30 feet, 31, and they were just doing an amazing job. And we first started with increasing the diameter. So from 4 we increased it to 7, so a diameter of 3, an additional diameter of 3. This will ensure that the water is being, when the water comes, it has a bigger area for storage. So it increases the storage capacity of the well. When we started, we were doing about 30 minutes of pumping, and right now I can confirm that we are at almost 2 hours of pumping. So the water has increased, and sometimes I feel for these guys, because I don't know if I can get in uh, deep like that. You see how deep inside he is, and then there are two guys. So one is inside the well, then the other one will pull out the sand or the stones. Now inside the well is more of stones. Some of these things are done by a machine, but then you have like experts, because now like these guys came from all the way from another county in my area, where they know how to do this. So this is an expert, is someone who is willing to go into deep holes, and this hole is not tiny, it's deep, and it's small. So if you have like a phobia for this kind of heights, then you can't do this kind of job. It's so much. I gave them like the highest respect, of humankind, because now this is, you see how, because I'm just zooming in, and you think that it's near, but if you zoom out, this is really really deep. And then now this is the water, plus soil. So someone else pulls that to the ground, and then we have like a heap where they pour that soil. And the water is let me just see if I can show you that. You see how deep that is, and someone is inside there. Yeah, it's scary for someone who hasn't done this before. But again, these are guys who are willing to take the risk, and this is their daily job. So they are experts, they know what they are doing. And sometimes they get places where they dig even during the night. So you find them, if we had like the right machines and the right lighting system during the night, they can do the job during the night and even be faster. And So you see, the water is now almost on his shoulders. Sorry for about the shaking, because I think I'm not good with heights actually. I'm someone who is so much afraid of deep lengths. And the other day I went on zip lining, and it was not a good thing. It's not something that I want to do it for a while. But the water is fresh water. It doesn't have too much salt, but it's quite fresh. And if I had the money to continue digging, I think I can hit like now the fresh water completely, because we are near the Chulu Hills, we are near Mount Kilimanjaro, and therefore with good patience someone can hit the right water, and then you get what is it called? You get the right taste, like with a clear, just the same way you drink your fresh water. So that's the machine. This is a pool. That's the land. And now I think my camera is misbehaving. That's the tank where we'll be pumping our water to, and we are trying to pump actually right now. And you see how fresh and clean the water is. Mm, because now the guy has said that the water is above, almost coming too fast. And that's the generator or the machine, the water pump that we are currently using to take the water out. So we'll be doing this, and then it continues. So what they do is they dig for about 10 minutes or so. The water is fills up. You pump the water out for them, and then they continue digging. So this is just, I think my camera is not showing you the right thing, but that's how we do it. And then we try to someone try is always there with them, because if you don't pump the water out, then they will not work. So they're kind of now just pumping the water out, and it's about to rain, so that we can finish all this. And I think that, yeah, my camera is just, yeah. Okay, back to this guy. So right now he had gone out as we were pumping, and now he's going back down after the water is pumped out. It needs exercise. It's not something that you just go and do. So it needs a lot of patience and exercise. And if you're not an expert, please don't try this at home, because yeah, it's not funny. You might get yourself killed in the process. So the water, with farming, you need a lot of water. So when you're buying land, or when you're looking into purchasing or investing in farming, your water, you have to check the water source. That is the first thing you look out for. So you can either do manual wells depending on the location of where you are, or you can do borehole if you have the capacity, the money. The machines are quite quick, but they are expensive. Or if you get land near the water, like near a river, then that's like the best scenario for you, and I would encourage you to do that. But now we are in the dry areas, in where I come from, and in the county where I am, we do not have rivers. I actually don't know even how to swim, because we were never going to swim in when we were kids. So having a river is a luxury in our area, and if it's there, it's seasonal. The other thing you'll have to check, maybe now you'll have to plant during the rain season, which is not even ideal, because everyone is planting, and therefore when you take your crops to the market, you'll not have the competitive advantage. So most of these things you have to check. Water is the utmost. It's like it's the win of farming when you have the right water source. So now the guy is back, and that's how the place looks like. The borehole look like down there. And therefore, when you're buying land, please ensure that you have a water source. And check on that as the first priority before you even invest. There's no need of investing in a big farm and then you find that you can't farm because you do not have enough water. And these are people, they are experts who can do this for you. They are experts who can do borehole farming for you. They are experts who are just comfortable. You see, like that guy who is just, his legs are inside the borehole and he's just having a very good time telling us stories. That's the guy who pulls out the sun. They are too comfortable with their workplace until they don't feel it when their legs are dangling inside a well. How would you even have the energy to sit there? But them, they don't care, and they will tell stories, chit chat, chill on their workplace. That's like your normal office, eh? For them, it's just like a normal office. I'm grateful. At the end of the day, we got the water that we needed. Yes, I would have needed to do increase the depth. Right now, I think we are at 32 or 33 feet deep. I would like to take it further to maybe 35 or even to 40, but that will come in later years when I have the money to invest. I think right now we'll just go with the water that we have, which is 2 hours of pumping on a daily basis. If yeah, and I think we got it really fills up quickly. So if you pump in the morning 2 hours, you just have to wait for it about another 2 hours, and you can pump again for another 2 hours. So the water is still sufficient for what we are planting right now at the farm, because I do not plan to do it massively. I'm still planting on 3 acre acreage. We have pawpaw as the main crop. Then we have maize, which is seasonal. And then I've put on onions, which will also be seasonal. And then we'll have vegetables for the family vegetables, which is cabbage, dania, normal vegetables in between the seasons. And the other thing that maybe I normally plant, and I'll give you a video of it, is dania. Dania is a very low investment plant, and it has awesome returns. So I'll do a dania video one of these days. But for now, this is just us. Um, with the water, I think this will be sufficient. From there, we will go into beekeeping and then poultry keeping in the coming months, and then we will have like an all-round farm which has cattle and the crops. If this is your first time on the channel, please do like and share. Please subscribe to us. We have more videos on farm life as this. And if you need any direction of how you can dig your well, how you can do your boreholes, I have connections. So I can give you nice connections for people who have done the work for me, because at the farm we still have a borehole. But right now, this is just the manual well that we have, that we are digging. And so if you have like any issues with your water source, you can let me know. And we increased our where we keep our water pump. So we've taken it further, like 10 feet deep. This will ensure that it doesn't strain as it gets the water out of the well. And I'll share more about this in the coming videos of how which operation machines do we use. And of course the well we will have like the solar system connected to it, so I'll give you a video about that. It's not, we don't want to use petrol all the time. Thank you so much for joining us, and please like and comment on this video. Let me know what other farming topics you'd like me to do. This is one of them, ensuring that you have significant or sufficient water for your farm. And we will be checking onto your comments. Thank you. Yes, that's how deep the machine, where the machine is. I'll give you more videos about this and how this was done in the coming weeks. Thank you and bye bye.